Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Luis. I'm from WGU. I'm the product manager for Tilium in the company. And just one second. Cool. In WGU, we have more than 200,000 students, active students, and we try to personalize the experience to our students. So we're creating opportunities and we're creating pathways to serve people, and so we're changing people's lives through education. We 100% online university, and yes, some people, some students, they finish their careers in 1 or 2 years, and this is our mission. In WGU, we focus on categorize our segments in Tilium in 5 main categories. Number 1 is prospective learners, current students, partners, alumni. Is anyone here alumni from WGU? No, I hope so, you're coming soon. And we have employees as well. With Tilium, we're thinking on creating the holistic view, the 360 view of the student is who they are, where they're coming from. We can recognize them from different websites, different portals, what they consent to. This is related to privacy policies, what channels they'll consent to us, analytics, marketing, paid media. We're trying to identify the website behavior when they're going through to the website, what programs they're looking, they're more interested on MBA, or maybe they're looking more in healthcare, science, data scientists. Whatever program they're looking on the website, we can recognize them. And last but not least is how we think they're likely to enroll. So we have a lot of machine learning models at the university that we try to identify your customer behavior. When we have this 360 view, we can put them in different audiences and we can personalize the experience at omni-channel level. Okay. I want to highlight this quote that is, I know that half of my advertising dollars are wasted. I just don't know which half. So people are very familiar with this quote. We have this problem for more than 100 years and we still don't solve it. This is how we found opportunity in WGU. We do a lot of work with whiteboarding session. We identified that we were doing the wrong targeting. So we were targeting in the upper funnel when people who, they didn't do any action, they didn't do any behavior on the website, so they were like bad leads. So we changed the approach. We want to get better leads with more quality, and that way we can personalize more through paid media channel. And how we start this is, we start this working backwards. We ask 3 questions. We didn't start with the technology. We focus on what is the business outcome. So the first question we asked was, who is the applicant? They already submit an application. If they already submit an application, why we keep targeting them? Second question is, what customer signals we can get from there? That way we can personalize as well. And how we can exclude them in real time. Like what channels we have, like Google, Nexen, Amazon, whatever TV channel or pay media channel, we can do the same activation with Tilium. So the solution was hidden in the traffic. We could recognize we were spending money in likely students, and lead and applicants on the upper and mid funnel. And also we were targeting employees or staff. What we did is we suppressed these 3 audiences and we focus and we reallocate our paid media budget in prospective students. When we identify these audiences, we could scale this initiative using audience stream. We put them in Google, Nexen, Bing, Microsoft Bing, and Mountain. I want to highlight this graph. As you can see on the blue curve, we have high volume but low quality. How they're moving across the funnel, we're getting what program they're looking on the website, how they're communicating on the on the call center, what emails they opening, and so we're getting qualified leads. The quality, when we're moving forward, we're getting more quality leads, and we can recognize the applicants, and in the end, we want for them to enroll. And on the green curve, this is more about deterministic. So we can identify them from UTM campaigns, because if I send you one campaign, I know this UTM is for my staff. It's more likely that I send a campaign to my employee, and if my employee is coming to the website, I can recognize them. Also, if we get in the email or any IDs, we can use the PII data to improve the matching rate. On the deterministic and the probabilistic way, we start with 40% sometimes when we're doing the matching rate with Google, but when we're moving the needle, we're increasing this matching rate to 50, 60, 70%. The outcome was we increasing more than 4% the lift with the relocation of the paid media. We were having like 3-4 million of visitors per month, and we implement this quick win in less than 2 weeks. And so it just was a lot of about ownership and how we can work together with my team. I want to highlight this use case about personalization. WGU has a different partnership with Amazon, with Microsoft, with Walmart for employees. So employees, they would go into the website of WGU, but we didn't have the capability to recognize them. So what we did is we just did 3 steps. Number 1, we recognize using Tilium where they're coming from, so we can recognize if they're coming from Amazon or they're coming from Walmart. Number 2, we could personalize the funnel for them on the website, and it was invisible. It was seamless experience for our prospects. So a lot of employees that they're coming from Amazon, they would pay more, and we have a lot of discount for these partners. How this process works is 4 steps. Amazon Workday from the portal, we recognize them from what campaign they're coming from. We get in the ID. The ID is attached to the Tilium badge, and we're using BWO. But if you have any other tool in your ecosystem, this A/B testing tool can read the visitor profile, and you can personalize the experience as you want. This example of this pilot, we start with 10,000 Amazon prospects, and the lead was 10%. This also was a quick win. We always looking for quick wins, so that way we can show value to our stakeholders and to our executives as well. And we already have the process, we already have the machine in place, so we can scale up to Microsoft, we can scale up to different partners that we have in our ecosystem right now. I want to highlight, this is the last use case that we're working with WGU. I know a lot of you in your websites, a lot of fraud detection. They coming from LLMs, or they coming from different parts of the world. So we didn't have this opportunity to categorize and identify them, they bots. So what we did is we're working with Sardine. Sardine is a solution. They have different machine learning AI models, provide to Tilium 2 signals. Number 1 is they're likely to be a bot, so we have high propensity, medium, and low, and the score from 0 to 100. So if we send this information, it's coming from the website, they send it to Sardine. Sardine use their brain to qualify this lead and give the probability by 90% that this is likely to be a bot. This information is flowing to Tilium. We have the opportunity to suppress this bot across any channel. So Tilium is the orchestrator, and when we open this information, we can suppress across email marketing. We also sending this information to Salesforce SRM, and so when the call center, they log into Salesforce, they can see this information in real time and say, oh, this is a bot. I don't need to spend time on this one. Or we're running different pilots that we don't need to send this information to the call center or to the enrollment counselor. I want to just highlight and summarize that this is one point for 2 or 3 destinations. Now we have the information of the fraud detection and the bots in Tilium, and we can personalize the experience. And also, we're using Databricks. We have Databricks, all information from Tilium, Redshift. If you have data access product, all this information we can use in Databricks for machine learning, for reporting, for any of your use cases that you're looking for. And now we have the full picture. I just want to share with you 3 lessons learned. Number 1 is find opportunity before you build. Before pushing a lot of data to your CDP, it's very important to understand what is the business outcome. It's working backwards. What is the problem? What is the student problem? What is my customer problem that I'm trying to solve? So number 2 is when you have these audiences or this segmentation in Tilium, you can leverage what existing integration you already have. Some of you, I imagine your main channel can be email marketing, or it can be on the paid media side, or can be on the website or the chatbot agent. So leverage what you already have. We don't need to recreate the wheel. Always we try to move from be reactive to be more proactive. So as with the example of Sardine, we try to be more proactive in this way. And yes, thank you.